Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. The biggest distance between people is you believe in Zhang Weiying, he believes in Zhang Weiwei. Speaking of Zhang Weiying and Zhang Weiwei, many people may confuse them. Some people even think that the two of them are brothers. Zhang Weiying is an economics professor at Peking University. Zhang Weiwei is a distinguished professor at Fudan University, and both of them have many fans online. The views of these two people are very different and even give people a completely opposite feeling. This actually represents two typical views in China today. Zhang Wei always talks about freedom and democracy. Zhang Weiwei always talks about the Chinese model and Chinese characteristics. All the people have, or nothing. Zhang Weiwei's original words were that landmines and profits from state-owned enterprises are shared by all people and everyone has a share. So Chinese people are very rich. But in fact, ordinary people only have the right to watch. Without the right to use, dispose, or profit, this kind of nominal, everyone has it. In the sense of economics and law, it is exactly a typical virtual ownership nominally owned by everyone. In fact, no one can actually exercise the rights. Equating fictitious ownership with actual wealth is like telling a person you own part of the Pacific Ocean. It sounds beautiful, but you can neither sell it nor improve your life with it. Real wealth requires clear property rights that are disposable, transferable, and inheritable, rather than a nominal share that cannot be redeemed. Just like the Maybach will always belong to all the Korean people, the general only has the right to use it 24 hours a day. Confrontation at the core of ideological systems. Zhang Weiwei and Zhang Weiying represent the two most extreme poles in contemporary Chinese intellectual circles. One is an apologist for the system who relies on grand narratives. The other is a free market watchman who defends common sense. The North Korean Maybach metaphor very accurately tore off the disguise of virtual ownership. And this underlying logic of opposition also runs through their views on economics and in the total awareness of social and individual destiny. In terms of ideological genealogy, Zhang Weiwei tried to use irrefutable grand narratives to provide cultural legitimacy for state power. Zhang Weiying, on the other hand, insists on using basic economic common sense to defend the micro rights of ordinary people. The differences between the two scholars have gone far beyond academic scope. In essence, it is a choice between China's future path of state control of everything or social autonomy. The real source of China's miracle. Zhang Weiwei firmly believes that China's rapid economic development benefits from the original China model. He believes that strong government intervention and wise industrial policies are the core engines of success. But in Zhang Weiying's view, China's rise is completely in line with the world model of human development. It relies on the introduction of 300 years of Western technology accumulation and the thorough activation of private power. Attribute all the huge dividends of reform and opening up to the government's administrative control. In economic logic, it is like treating the crowing of a rooster as the reason for the rising of the sun. I recommend everyone to read the issue of Lao Zhou Recognizing China's Achievements. It does not mean that we approve of this system, Lao Zhou believed. One, we must face up to some of China's current achievements. There is no need to be disparaging, but China's achievements belong to the Chinese people. It was brought about by reform and opening up and was brought about by the loosening of ties during the Cultural Revolution rather than by the left turn and authoritarian rule. Maybe the Chinese people will be better off under the management of a democratic system. Companies such as TSMC and NVIDIA will also be born. Two authoritarian systems can achieve success in the short term. Concentrating efforts to accomplish big things does not mean that authoritarian systems are more powerful than democratic systems. The Nazis and the Soviet Union were both very powerful, and their military and technological capabilities were second to none. Some places even surpass the United States, but they have long declined due to rigid centralization and leaders' mistakes. Although the democratic system has made slow progress, it has not progressed in a sprint. But it was destroyed under the command of a certain wise king. There is no doubt that Lao Zhou sided with Zhang Weiying. The underlying logic of wealth distribution. Zhang Weiwei is accustomed to equating national strength with national happiness. It implies that as long as the macro data is eye-catching, all people can automatically share the fruits of development in this unique civilization model. Zhang Weiying pointedly pointed out that the people who really benefit the most from the market economy are ordinary people, rather than the privileged class or officials with the power to allocate resources. Without internal liberalization and strict restrictions on public power, ordinary people cannot have clear transferable property rights. In the end, they will only become consumables with no bargaining power in the huge economic growth, emotional resonance, and rational awakening. When you look at these two perspectives side by side, you will find that what Zhang Weiwei provides is a kind of emotional healing by constructing the illusion of a perfect country. It satisfies some people's national pride compensation when facing real survival pressure. What Zhang Weiying provided was an extremely cold scalpel. He strongly called for transparent rule of law and a free market of ideas to break the absolute monopoly of power on social resources. Zhang Wei is so excited to make you feel excited looking at the illusory collective Maybach. Zhang Weiying tells you that you should strive for a job that will allow you to buy a bicycle for yourself. Freedom from fear. Thank you for watching. If you like my channel, you are welcome to like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.